it's true what they say. When you find a passion, you ought to stick with it. And this UFC fighter found his love of fighting at the age of 4. That's right, I'm talking about UFC's youngest star, Raul Rosas Jr. He had his first MMA fight at the age of 8. Can you believe this, guys? He started fighting at 8 and hasn't stopped since. This surprising revelation came after he was asked about how comfortable he looked performing in front of a live audience in Las Vegas. He then explained to the media that he's been fighting for a very long time now, and it was second nature to him. He said he and his brother were training in Taekwondo, and they were bored from watching, so they joined the MMA gym. That was the moment of realization for the young champ. He said he knew he wanted to step into the Octagon after he saw other kids join in. So he stepped in when he was 8 years old. Whoa! He said it was for under 18, so why not go for it? And on top of that, there were no headshots, so there's no verifiable proof, obviously. And there's the most interesting part. MMA parents shouldn't be listening in at this point. He said they weren't given any protective gear like shin guards and headgear, just 4-ounce gloves. And that's it. He also boasted about his wins. As a kid, he had 21 wins and just 2 losses. That's an impressive feat for an 8-year-old. Did you know that Raul isn't the only fighter in the Rosas family? His older brother, Jesse, also earned his quick first-round knockout. It seems like fighting runs in the Rosas family. Good for us. Standing at 18 years old right now, he made his debut in the UFC arena in Las Vegas last weekend. Here's what went down. In his match against Jay Perrin at UFC 282, it was the biggest fight of his career. And guess what? He delivered accordingly. He easily dominated his 29-year-old opponent and earned himself a $50,000 bonus. Well deserved, kiddo. His win made him the youngest fighter to win a bout in UFC history, and that itself is an achievement of its own.
De Rosas, Cuidado, el mariachi loco quiere ganar. Y eso es todo.
But it turns out he's a mama's boy at heart. He revealed that he'll be putting the money to good use and will buy his mom a minivan so she can drop him off at the UFC's Performance Institute and then pick him up. That's so cute, man. He also said he likes to be a passenger princess and chill a little bit. He's had plenty of time to earn his license, but his parents don't trust him. He said his brother's his Uber. And man, I'm loving this humble teenager for his realness. Isn't that every immigrant parent ever? Following his fight, he said that he's glad that he came out safe and is ready to step back in there next Saturday or in Brazil. Whatever he's called, he'll answer. He also said that he feels like he's living in a movie, and I gotta say, so far I'm loving this movie. He also added that he felt incredible and wasn't expecting to win at all. Let me tell you, kid, this is just one win of many to come. I'm rooting for you. He even got attention from Conor McGregor, who tweeted praises of the Kid Wonder and said that he's watching him. Folks, is this a hint for a McGregor versus Rosas match in the future? Time will tell, I guess. Every fighter has an inspiring life journey, right? Let's look at how this UFC youngster's life story started from his origins. He was born and raised in New Mexico. Oh yeah, and by the time he was 13, his parents had immigrated to the US, and boy, we're so glad that they did. They realized early on that both their sons had a penchant for fighting and wanted to give them better training facilities. Now they live in Santa Rosa, California, and like I said before, fighting runs in the Rosas family. Raul Rosas Sr. is a boxing coach, and his wife works part-time jobs, but clearly his father has played a major role in his career from the beginning. According to Junior Raul, his dad happens to be his striking coach. He began his career in the MMA through wrestling, and then he went on to participate in pankration at the age of 14. He won a gold medal at the IMMAF World Championships in Rome. He moved to Las Vegas and began training at the Corina Jiu-Jitsu. jiu-jitsu. Slowly, after training for most of his childhood, he got recognized by Dana White. He made his professional debut in 2021 after fighting for a local Mexican promotion, the Ultimate Warrior Challenge Mexico. And guess what? He went on to win 5 of his total fights. All of them were finishes, 4 were submissions, and 1 was a TKO victory. He quickly got recognition for a Dana White Contender Series, and within months, he was known all over Mexico, just 17 years at the time. What were you doing at 17? He made his first appearance in the Contender Series on September 20th, 2022 against Mando Gutierrez. And believe me, there wasn't a single moment in that fight where it felt like he was in danger. His technique was just spot on, and the UFC signed him there and then, just at 17 years of age. I think it's obvious that he's caught the attention of the main contenders in UFC who'd want to face an El Niño problema.
A llegar al suelo, a esas instancias donde él se siente más seguro, inmediatamente lo mete en la guardia, se ve la experiencia de él.
But did you know Raul Rosas Jr. isn't the only talented fighter in the family? His siblings have made names for themselves in the fighting world as well. He has a total of 3 siblings, with 2 brothers and 1 sister, Kevin, Jesse, and Rosa. Eager to follow in their brother's footsteps, his brother and sister actively train in mixed martial arts. His brother Jesse has been seen in the corner during his contender matches, while also helping him in the training camps. With a family like that, Raul is all geared up for success. And behind every accomplished fighter is a coach who doesn't give up on them. And Raul's coaches make sure that he's geared up for success in the ring. Who are these people? Rosas Jr. says that he's been training at the 10th Planet at Las Vegas and Cobrina Jiu-Jitsu. His coaches are Hector Vasquez and his father, Raul Rosas Sr. Imagine your father being your striking coach. What would that look like for you?
You're still undefeated, but more importantly, you're undefeated in the UFC, my friend. How does that feel?
Man, it feels amazing. All the hard work and sacrifices are finally paying off, and I feel amazing being able to go out there and perform in front of thousands of people.
While his coaches at the 10th Planet are Casey Halstead and Adi Varela, both accomplished fighters with years of experience in training. Casey has been training fighters for 8 years now, and on the other hand is a talented jiu-jitsu contender. While he's a very successful fighter, he does have other things he needs to focus on. He still has high school to finish. Obviously, his training is so intense that he doesn't get the time to attend a normal high school and has to be homeschooled instead. He said that he never imagined ending up in the UFC while finishing high school, and it's crazy for him to think about this. He also said that he misses school. Clearly, he's the only one who thinks that. He's focused on his career right now at the expense of hanging out with his friends, but he believes that taking on the big stage does ask for a lot of sacrifices.
Man, my mind was blank. I felt like no pressure, no nerves. I was just enjoying the crowd and enjoying the moment.
This is all we have on the UFC's youngest star, Raul Rosas. See you in the next one.